Hello and welcome to Postpartum Together, where we engage the taboo topics of new mom life and create a more supportive society for new moms. I'm Chelsea and I'm your early motherhood intimacy coach. So I save confidence and relationships by helping you to build confidence in yourself, connection with others, and stronger communication so that your relationships can thrive. Now, before we get started today, make sure you check below for a link to a free download. This is for Back in the Sack, how to get started with sex and intimacy after baby. And also make sure that you subscribe for more videos on sex, intimacy, relationships, and identity after baby. So today's question is, how long after giving birth can you have sex? Okay, let's get into this from a couple of sides. First of all, the normal answer here is going to be 6 to 8 weeks or 4 to 8 weeks. So this average of 6 weeks. Most women have a postpartum checkup around this time. This is where your doctor is going to look at how you're healing. If you had any tears, any incisions, some of that tissue and muscle, it has to go through healing. So they're going to be evaluating that for safety. And really, this is about infections, okay? So if you have open wounds from your birth, you don't want to engage in penetration and sex in a way that could potentially cause an infection. Now, some people are going to need a little less time, and some people are going to need more. Okay, this really comes down to so many things. Again, one of those first things to consider is your own healing. So take some time, or maybe ask your partner to take some time to evaluate that. Are there any open wounds? How is your tearing? How are you healing? That doesn't mean that you can't have any form of intimacy before that 6-week checkup. That also doesn't mean that that 6-week checkup is going to mean that you are ready. So this is a very personal matter as well. You want to consider also the emotional and mental needs that you have. So if you are ready for some kind of intimacy before you have that checkup, then let's get creative and think about the ways that you can connect with your partner. This could be something like outer course. This could be foreplay. This could be oral play. This could be defining intimacy in any other way, being mindful of the healing that your vagina or your belly from a C-section will need. Now, we also talked about how there are mental and emotional aspects here. So you don't have a specific timeline for when you should be ready for intercourse and penetrative sex, or the kind of sex that you and your partner engage in. So this comes down to mentally. How are you feeling? How are you doing with your body, with any potential trauma or hard experiences that you're coming off of from your birth? How are you mentally feeling when it comes to connecting with your baby and your own body and your partner? Emotionally, are you feeling connected? Are you feeling fulfilled? So there is not a definitive answer here when it comes to when you should be ready for sex after baby. The 6-week is this standard check mark, again, because of the standard healing time that it takes after birth. But we know there are so many other factors. There are things that you deserve to consider when it comes to your mental and emotional connectivity needs. And there are other things that can come into play that don't have to be the traditional ways that you have defined sex. So if you are excited about exploring this a little bit more, if you want some other guidance on how to navigate this, again, make sure that you get that download below, Back in the Sack. That's going to start the conversation for you as you explore this question, and start the conversation for you and your partner as you figure out what's best for you. Make sure to tune in soon for more questions and answers about sex, intimacy, and life after baby.